everybody, welcome to another recap of So You Think You Could Dance. It's the top 6 this week. So they started off the show with a group dance that was like masquerading ballerinas and ballerinos in the apocalypse. Sonia Taya. Or Taya. I never know how to say her name. It was pretty great. I do have to say that. I really enjoy pretty much every piece that Sonia's ever choreographed on the show, so can't go wrong. Christina Applegate was the guest judge, one of my favorite guest judges. So let's start the show. Tiffany was up first. She was teamed up with Benji Schwimmer, and their choreographer was Jean-Marc Jeanneret. They had a jive. A jive is a very difficult number if you're not trained in ballroom, and he's the master pretty much, well, for swing, but jive is pretty similar. She kept up with him. She kept up with him. That's crazy. Benji is insane. I mean, he came out of his mama doing a heel slide, so for her to be able to keep up with him was pretty damned amazing. Cole, he was up next, teamed up with Melanie from last season. She was the winner. Another Sonia number, this time a jazz. Great dance. Loved it. Melanie was doing lots of lifts of Cole. I have a little argument, I have a little thing that I want to say. I would like to see him in a piece that's not dark, because it seems like almost every piece that he's danced this season has been pretty dark, and he's really good at that. I would like to see how he does in a piece that is upbeat. Eliana paired up with Twitch next. They had a Christopher Scott hip-hop, and I had high hopes for this. And it was pretty fun. Not my favorite, though. Keon and Catherine up next with a Tice Diorio contemporary. This was one of my top, I don't know, like 3 of the night. It was beautiful, it was touching, it was all about a suitcase. Maybe the word I'm looking for is powerful. It had a lot of power, and they really conveyed that. It was really nice to watch. Then was Whitney and Marco. I don't really remember Marco so much. At first I thought it was Mark. You know, the one who's the dancer for Lady Gaga. But it was, they had a Ray Leeper lyrical jazz. It was really well danced, but it wasn't a wow for me. I don't know, I really think they're underutilizing Whitney. Cyrus and Comfort up next with a dubstep Christopher Scott. This was super cool. It made me love Cyrus for the first time. I know I've been like hating on him that he's still there because he's not as talented as everybody else. But now, I really love this. He did a really good job with Comfort's a friggin' master, so good stuff. Whitney and Keon. Now, well, this is the part of the show where the dancers got paired up and danced with each other for the final time. They also did solos. I have to say, everybody's solo was pretty great, except I was kind of nonplussed by Whitney. Just saying. It's kind of hard to represent when you're a ballroom dancer and you have to dance solo. She did a kind of paso doble cape work solo in like, what is it? What do they have, like 25 seconds, 30 seconds to do their thing? It's not easy to convey that in that amount of time alone. Alright, so first couple was Whitney and Keon. They had a cha-cha. She got off pretty easy. It was her style. She didn't really shine though. Jean-Marc Jeanneret choreographed a lot of lifts because Keon was really having some trouble with the rhythms. And it pretty much went up in flames. Sorry, Keon, but it was your fault. I want you to know everything you're doing was wrong in that one. It was just, it wasn't good. But everyone was pretty kind. Cole and Eliana, they lucked out, let's just say, and got a Mia Michaels contemporary. This was my favorite one of the night. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I was just blown away by it. You know what? Another freaking stellar Mia Michaels performance. Thank you. Thank you for that, Mia. I'm sure that one will be like nominated for something or everything. Cyrus and Tiffany, they were the final of the night. They had a Broadway by Spencer Liff, and it was okay. I thought, I would have rather seen the Cole and Eliana close the night, but they were okay. They were good. So then they had a little break, I guess, so everybody could put on their street clothes. They had the Axis Dance Company come out, which I guess you would classify them as a differently abled dance company. Nonetheless, fantastic. They were I really enjoyed watching what they did. I mean, it was just, they made it exciting. I loved it. Alright, so now is the part of the show when someone or some two get cut. So unfortunately, Whitney and Cole were cut tonight. And you know what? It doesn't friggin' matter, because anybody who's cut at this point absolutely didn't deserve it. They're all fantastic dancers. I would say from the top 20 down, they're all fantastic dancers. Especially this season. They had a lot of real interesting talent, different talent. Next week is the finale. It's going to be on a Tuesday night. Each dancer is going to be dancing with each other dancer, so they're going to be dancing 3 times each because there's 4 people left. And it should be pretty exciting. I guess the results show is on Wednesday, so it's going to be long. You know that. You should know that by now. So leave it in the comments who you're rooting for to win. I would really love to see Keon and Eliana win. That's my personal picks. However, I think it actually might be Cyrus and Eliana. Tiffany's good too. It's just so hard. I wish they all could win, honestly. So until next week, much love.